بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. We thank Allah that we have an opportunity to be with Quran a little, to try to understand the meaning of Quran. We started to have a very brief interpretation of Quran and we reached to chapter Tawbah. Chapter Tawbah is one of those chapters that has been revealed in Medina and it has 129 verses. Please listen to verse 23.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا آباءكم وإخوانكم أولياء إن استحبوا الكفر على الإيمان ومن يتولهم منكم فأولئك هم الظالمون.
O you who believe, do not take your fathers and your brothers for guardians, if they love unbelief more than belief, and whoever of you takes them for a guardian, these it is that are the unjust. In previous verses, Allah emphasized that the most important things for a human being is its belief. Believing in Allah, believing in later day, in resurrection day. And even Allah said it is uncomparable to have a great job but without having a belief, like Saqayat al-Hajj wa Imarat al-Masjid al-Haram. To give the water to the visitors of Mecca and to take care and have the maintenance of Masjid al-Haram, although they are very important jobs, but comparing to believing in Allah is nothing. To do such a things without believing in Allah, believing in resurrection day, definitely has no value. And Allah said, of course, those who believed in Allah and resurrection day and strove hard in the way of Allah and fled from their homes, their countries, and they paid money to help their religion. They were ready to sacrifice themselves, is much, much better in the viewpoint of Allah. In this verse, again, Allah emphasized that you should know that even the members of the family, even your parents, your brothers, close members of relatives should not be taken by you as your guardians. If they believe, if they love unbelief more than belief, if they prefer disbelieving in Allah over believing in Allah. After emphasizing in several verses that believing in Allah is so important, Allah wants to say in this verse that you should not think that parents are more important than your belief. Your belief is the most important things, believing in Allah and resurrection day. Even your parents that are emphasized a lot in Quran and narrations, that you should take care of them, you should love them, you should not bother them, you should not torture them in any circumstances. But if they love and prefer unbelieving in Allah over believing, don't take them as a guardian for yourself or even friends for yourself. Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O believers, لا تتخذوا آباءكم وإخوانكم أولياء. Don't take your fathers and your brothers أولياء, your guardians. إن استحبوا الكفر على الإيمان. If they love disbelieving and over believing, على الإيمان. If they prefer unbelieving over believing. If they love disbelieving more than believing. If they love and prefer unbelief more than believe, although they are your parents, they are your brothers, leave them alone. فَأُولَٰئِكَ وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. And whoever takes them as a guardian or friends, he is among the unjust people. In this verse, Allah is mentioned Aba wa Ikhwan. Allah mentions parents and brothers. Allah did not mention your sons and your wives, for example. Although they are very important, Allah Tabatabai in Tafsir al-Mizan said, Allah did not mention sons or wives, for example, because usually they don't affect the man in the way that parents and brothers are affecting. Usually parents are affecting or their children, not children on their parents. And also men usually are affecting their wives, not the wives will affect their husbands. Because of that, Allah has mentioned only parents and brothers. Otherwise, there is no difference. When Allah says don't take parents and brothers, it means closest members of the family. It includes definitely when Allah says ikhwanakum and your sisters. Allah did not mention the sisters, although sisters also, if they prefer and they love unbelief more than believe, definitely we should not take them as a guardian for ourselves. But as Allah says, it did not mention the sisters because usually brothers are affecting sisters, not the sisters will affect the brothers. Otherwise, as other scholars have mentioned, definitely children, sisters, and other members of the family are included, wives, for example. Allah wants to say that if they prefer unbelief over belief, you should not take them as a guardian. So this is regarding to mentioning the Aba wa Ikhwan, not other members of the family like sisters or wives, for example, or your sons. Allah says, إِنْ اسْتَحَبُّ الْكُفْرَ عَلَى الْإِيمَانِ. We know that parents are emphasized a lot. It is accepted by all scholars that it is forbidden to bother the parents. Allah says, وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ. Don't tell them even uff, the easiest word or the shortest word that you may tell them, and it shows that you are upset of them. Don't do such things. At the same time, Allah says you should not think that in any circumstance they become angry, you should take care of them. If they say you must change your religion, you should not believe in Allah, you should not believe in Prophet, you should not visit Prophet, you should not follow him, you should ignore them. Respect the parents, and we must respect as long as it does not affect my belief and my religion. As long as they don't order me to disrespect my belief and my religion, otherwise they should be ignored. فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Allah said, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ. And whoever takes them as a guardian or friends. And when Allah says يَتَوَلَّى, tawalli and wali, one of the meaning is to take them as a guardian, another meaning is to take them as a friends. But friends in such a way that they will affect you. يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ Whoever takes them as a wali, as a guardian for themselves, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ, definitely they are unjust. When we look at different verses of Quran, we will see that in different verses Allah emphasized that you should not take them as a guardians. Allah says in chapter Ma'idah, verse 51, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَتَّخِذُوا الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَى أَوْلِيَاءَ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. O you who believe, do not take the Jews and the Christians for friends. They are friends of each other, and whoever amongst you takes them for a friend, then surely he is one of them. Allah is emphasizing that you should not take them as a friends or guardian for yourself. In another verse, chapter Al Imran, verse 28, لا يتخذ المؤمنون مؤمنون الكافرون أولياء من دون المؤمنين ومن يفعل ذلك فليس من الله في شيء. Let not the believers take the unbelievers for friends rather than believers. It means don't take them as a friend or your guardian in a state of the believers that you may have a good relation with them and take them friends and guardians for yourself. وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ, and whoever does this, he shall have nothing of Allah. It means Allah is not going to take care of such a person. We ask Allah to help us to take only believers, whoever they are, as a guardians and friends for ourselves. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.